Let's start with a story of Maya today. She runs a small jewelry shop, beautiful products, loyal customers. But just like every small business owner, she has to wear multiple hats. And one of the most important ones is marketing. So she has to make her own ads. And not one set of ads. She's running Instagram, Facebook, email, her shop page. Each one needs different sizes, different copy, different photos. So every week, she's setting up multiple photo shoots for the same products just to get them looking right for each channel. Now, multiply that, let's say earrings, necklaces, rings, bracelets, each product times every channel times every campaign. That's the wall. That's where every small business owner gets crushed. Not by the work itself, but by the scale of it. So, every marketer in this position, what Maya needs is something that can understand her brand tone, work with her real products, and generate campaigns across every channel. But all of this in a very short amount of time. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. And the tool is called Google's Pomeli. It's from Google Labs, and honestly, I think this can be a fantastic tool in any marketer's arsenal. And this week, they released something new, which is called Catalog, which fundamentally changes how this scales. A quick definition if you've never heard of Pomeli, right? It's a Google's free experiment for small business marketing. You drop in your website, it learns your brand, your color, your font, your tone of voice, and then it generates campaigns, photos, and ads for you, all on brand and all free. And Catalog is the latest piece that they have added, the one that makes the whole thing actually work at scale. All right. So without further ado, let's get into Pomeli, and we're going to use a real small business example to see how all of this fits together. Before we get into it, a quick disclaimer: all opinions are my own and do not belong to my employer. All right. With that, let's get into it. All right. So we are in Pomeli's landing page. And if you haven't used it before, the first step here is for you to provide the URL of your business. So for this demo, I'm going to use actually a real example here. And this is a beautiful website of a jewelry shop, right? And you can see very specialized articles over here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pick this up and provide that as the website. And that is what I just need to do, right? So this is where Pomeli actually goes ahead and tries to analyze the website, tries to get all the colors, tone, and then also gets all the product images and stuff like that directly from the website, right? So it takes a little bit of a time in order to understand that, obviously depending on the size of your website and the number of products that you have. And once it is done, then it will provide a very clear understanding of this is what it feels the brand tone is, and this is what it feels is the voice of your website. So we'll give it a few seconds and then we'll come back and see what it has produced. All right, so look at this, what it was able to get. Here is a snapshot. Look at this beautiful tagline, and it has understood the brand aesthetic, the brand tone, and also a bit of a business overview, right? So this is super important for any marketer because this forms the fundamental on whatever campaigns that you're going to be building. The next really cool thing, and this is the brand new feature, is the catalog feature. So the catalog is where it is able to actually pull in the individual products and build the product entire catalog for you. So you are able to then use these catalog directly in the campaigns that you would be creating. So you can see that it has already pulled all of these different products from the website. Most of these, it has got multiple pictures and not just one for those particular products, right? And this is done automatically. And you also have the capability for you to go ahead and add again from scratch or provide the product directly the URL, and so that you can add this, right? So you are able to add one product at a time, but then that is the idea. Once it has done its own job, then if you see some products are missing or if you're launching new products, you're able to add that product directly over here, right? So that is the brand new feature, which is catalog. All right. So before we actually create campaign, I want to talk about photo shoot because this was the previous feature that was added. And the idea here is you can actually create a product photo shoot from scratch. Now, you have the ability to directly select the product now from the catalog, which is another one fully integrated feature, right? So let's say that I want to select this particular one, crystal glimmer beaded ring, and I'm going to say it looks good. And then I can go ahead and select any kind of template which is already out there, right? So because this is a jewelry, maybe I'm going to use model try on, and then I'm going to say looks good. And then I'm just going to ask it to generate the photo shoot for this particular product, right? The idea is assign individual products to individual templates for future use. But then here, the model is going to be wearing your product automatically. And that's the cool thing, right? And depending on the kind of product, even if you're selling clothes or you're selling shoes, you're able to use this particular concept as a template in order to showcase your product. So that's pretty cool. So again, we'll give it a minute and then we'll come back and show you what it generates. And there you go. You can already see that it has done such a good job. First of all, it understood what this product is all about and where to exactly position it. So it's something on the desk, something where someone is actually like wearing it. And you can also describe the changes that you want, right? So this is another one. You can go ahead and describe the changes, and then you can also again change the shape of the image and it will regenerate it accordingly, right? And then you can continue to add all of this to your business DNA. So that way, if you want to then take that as a JSON to somewhere else, you are able to do that, right? So now let's say that you have generated these different shots. Now from here, you are able to create the campaign. And that's pretty cool because now what you're doing is you are creating a photo shoot of the product that was in your catalog. And then from there, you're able to directly create a campaign. So I'm going to say that run an old treasures, new love campaign. The story is something like this, where women rediscovering inherited or vintage jewelry pieces and giving them new life through modern designs. So I'm going to give that as an idea, the campaign idea. And then again, you are able to change the dimensions. You're also able to add more images if you want. You can see that these are all the images that are already available as part of the business DNA. So you're able to do that. And it is already generating. What it also does is it creates some campaigns based on the business DNA automatically. So here you can see that this is a legacy reimagined, unearthing hidden gems, etc. This is pretty cool. So if I click on this, you can see, again, you are able to go ahead and change the tagline, the header here. You're able to change the description, and you can also generate a call to action, right? So you are getting all of these things from scratch. So some help already. And here we gave this as an idea of the new campaign, and now it is starting to generate that idea, right? So that entire campaign or series of creatives to post for this particular campaign. So this is the campaign idea that we gave, and now you're able to see that. So let me go to campaigns again, and these are some of the headings that based on whatever we had suggested, it has created, right? So if I click on this, so rediscover the stories hidden in your jewelry box with a bespoke design experience. Old treasures, new love. So this is exactly what I was envisioning, and you're able to see this. And you can go ahead and fix layout and all of those things. So it's going to create a new version based on that. And then you can see multiple options over here, right? They had also created this animate feature some time back. So if you want to create something like a GIF, this is pretty cool as well, and you're able to see that. But holistically, what you're able to do now is, as if you think as a marketer, right? You already have a lot of your products on your website. What you really want is you want to create a campaign for individual products, but following the brand guidelines and then different messaging at scale for different sizes, etc. That is exactly what you're seeing here on the screen, right? So all of these are different types of messages, but following the broader design guideline, which we gave as, like, for example, here, this is the Old Treasures New Love campaign. And you're able to see that, right? And there are multiple options that it is also giving. And once you're satisfied with it, you are able to actually like download this entire thing. So for example, if I click on this, you can also generate call to action. And then let's go back to the one which is already complete. So let's say that if I click on this, you're able to go ahead and download this, right? So this becomes like an actual image, which you are able to use and upload it to any of your social media platform directly because you already have the right size and stuff like that. So here I asked you to generate a call to action button, and here the call to action button is start your story. Now you can take this and upload and then link that start your story directly to your web page where they can go ahead and buy this. So that kind of completes the cycle, but you already have a social media campaign creative ready for you at scale. You can see that Pomelli has really become a very strong tool, which should be part of every marketer's toolbox. And if you are in need of creating campaigns pretty quickly for social media using your own products, this could be a fantastic ad. So do let me know in your comment section if you guys have any questions. I think Pomelli is also now available in mobile. So please do give it a shot as well and let me know what you think of this. And of course, you can always download the business DNA, download the business data, and then you can go to tools like Stitch and others to do some more stuff on top of this, right? So if we want to create like a landing page, then you can take the business DNA and upload it to anti-gravity, or even stitch and create like a landing page directly from there. So let me know if you guys are interested in that workflow. But again, that was what I wanted to cover today. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your time. And I will see you in the next one.